I'd just like to share a few more thoughts, this time about how one might think about performing and how you might accept whatever happens. When you play a performance, there will be a lot going on that you'll notice, but there'll be a lot that's going on that you won't notice too. And it's really good to accept that stuff happens, and it will happen. And if you're trying to avoid making mistakes, it's putting terrible pressure on yourself. If you're trying to play well, that's putting pressure on yourself too. And the experiences which are most comfortable and usually most creative and successful are when we're not trying to do anything specific, but to be interested in noticing what's actually happening. So if you can get the sense that you're present and you're interactive with the other players, it starts to become rather comfortable. I've been thinking, and I've been talking to students for some years about this, and the idea that after a performance you might think, I could have played better, is rather a destructive one, in my opinion. The truth of the matter is, you just played as well as you could at the time. If you're thinking that it was bad luck, what happened, then maybe think again, because although people say good luck before a concert, they can't actually help you in the concert. What happens in the concert is the way you respond to the stimuli in the moment. So throughout your life, your behavior is whatever it is because you're reacting to the situation. Now, reacting to the situation in a concert is an interactive thing, ideally. What you don't want to do is try and play in the way that you did in the practice room or the way you did in the rehearsal, because you'll be putting a lot of effort into playing in a way which won't be appropriate for the performance, because it won't be responding to what else is going on. So if you are happy to accept that what you need to do is just be there, be present, and be interactive, then you will be doing the job in a really appropriate way. So opening up your senses so you can perceive what's going on around you is ideal. Vision plays a huge part in performance. And getting a sense of empathy developing between you and the other players in the group is another really brilliant way to get involved in the performance. Listening to other people is useful, but not as useful as one might think. Because once you've heard something, it's already too late to do anything about it. So you're predicting what's going to happen in the future by hearing what's happening in the present. The last thing you want to do is be listening to yourself, because that's the sort of thing that's appropriate for the practice room, not for the performance. So when we get our priorities right, and we get a sense of the kinesthetic feedback in the body, that's the sense of feeling where our arms or fingers or our abdomen is, or what's going on in our throat, that sort of thing is really useful feedback and will be affecting our playing, and usually for the better. As long as we're not being judgmental and processing with our thinking brain about how to play the instrument, or in fact how to play the music. Ideally, you will have learnt the pieces before the concert, and you will have learned how to play your instrument or sing before the concert. So don't move onto the stage and then do a practice session, focusing on your playing, how you're doing it, how you're playing the piece. Be interactive. That's my big tip for the day.